$9.98, $9.99, $1,000. Oh, hey there. You might remember me from such films as Buns of Steel, Man Boobs, and Looking Like You Did Steroids. But today, I'm going to tell you the significance of heavy metals and how they affect your body and the environment.
Heavy metal poisoning is the toxic accumulation of heavy metals in the soft tissues of the body. Oh, my stomach hurts, I'm sweating. Every time I taste them, I get a metallic taste in my mouth. Ugh.
Man, I got some nausea, and I've been throwing up. Man,
I got some diarrhea and my head hurts. Why don't you guys just take some Pepto-Bismol?
Jesus? Is that you?
what?
Scotty doesn't know that Fiona
Heavy metals
and
may
me
enter the
do
body
it in my
from food, water, and air.
What?
reaching out. Can you hear me? Said I'm reaching out, but no one's
A form of mercury poisoning that is seen more and more frequently in the United States is self-injected mercury under the skin. Metallic mercury is also used in folk medicine or religious rituals in various cultures.
Heavy metal poisoning may be detected using blood and urine tests, hair and tissue analysis, or x-rays. The diagnosis is often overlooked, however, because many of the early symptoms of heavy metal poisoning are non-specific. The doctor should take a thorough patient history with particular emphasis on the patient's occupation.
I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a love and I know that it's all mine.
Because exposure to heavy metals is often an occupational hazard, protecting clothing and respiratory should be provided and worn on the job. Protective clothing should then be left at the work site and not worn home, when it could carry toxic dust to family members.
Heavy metal poisoning is suspected, it is important to begin treatment as soon as possible to minimize long-term damages to the patient's nervous system and digestive tract. Heavy metal poisoning is considered a medical emergency, and the patient should be taken to a hospital emergency.
The treatment for most heavy metal poisoning is chelation therapy. The three most common chelating agents are calcium, disodium edetate, dimercaprol, and penicillamine. The chelating agents encircles and binds to the metal in the body's tissues, forming a complex. That complex is then released from the tissue to travel in the bloodstream. The complex is filtered out of the body by the kidneys and is exercised in the urine. This process may be lengthy, painful, and typically requires hospitalization. Metals originate within the earth, but however we have opened up Pandora's box by letting these toxic metals invade our environment.
So you're saying it's all our fault?
Yeah, pretty much.
Today, heavy metals are abundant in our drinking water, air,
and soil. Present in virtually every area of our modern consumerism, from
construction material to cosmetics,
medicines to processed foods,
fuel sources to agents of destruction,
and appliances to personal care products.
It is very difficult for anyone to avoid exposure to any of the many harmful heavy metals that are so prevalent in our environment. The issue in the environment is the spreading of sludge on the land.
This issue goes far beyond the single question of heavy metals. The technique of the slurry spray and the recurrent food crises demonstrate considerable reticence on the part of farmers. There is no simple conclusion as regards the transfer of heavy metals into plants.
The concentration of cadmium in a given species of wheat vary by factors of 1 to 7, according to the variety, and 1 to 4, according to the soil. Spreading sludge on land poses a dilemma. Either heavy metals migrate into plants, and the contamination is a short-term matter, or they remain in the soil, in which case the contamination is for the long term. The continuation of sludge spreading calls for more strength controls and continued research into transfers. Sewage containing mercury was released by Chiso's Chemicals Works in Minami Bay in Japan. The mercury accumulated in sea creatures, which eventually led to mercury poisoning in the population.
Then in 1952, the first incidence of the mercury poisoning appeared in the population of Minami Bay in Japan, caused by the consumption of fish polluted with mercury, bringing over 500 fatalities. Since then, Japan has had the strictest environmental laws in the industrialized world. Beast.
Hey there. Where's the car? Holy crap!
Do not. Are you recording? You're such an idiot. Stop recording it.
Hi, Callie.
I'm for real.
Yeah, you look beautiful.